Hey guys, it's a little hot out here, so if I got sweat on me, that's why it's stuffy out here. But my sister's inside asleep, so I didn't want to wake her up. So I thought I'd come out here and make a video. Um, just kind of wanting to ramble a little bit. But one thing I don't understand. It's just something I saw yesterday and heard. I was around a friend of mine. I guess you can call them friends. I'm just about ready just to be away from all of them. If it wasn't for me being inside all the time, home, I probably wouldn't go out and see anybody, but you got to get out, a little bit. Um, move that camera. Sorry about that chocolate on that candy bar I ate. Um, there's, my friend was telling me about this guy that he knows. He's 25 or 26, something like that. And he's a young guy, hitting on girls. He's wanting to get a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Kind of a country guy, kind of a country boy kind of thing, I've never met him, so. But he said that he's watching for my mom when she gets home. He said that he met a girl. He meets women on Craigslist. I'm definitely not going on Craigslist to meet women, but that he met a woman that was about an hour and a half drive away from here, and he would drive an hour and a half on the weekends to go see her. That's fine. It's his life. I'm not doing that, but, I ain't got no problem with it. But he said that the woman was really ugly. He said, I'm serious, she was fat. And said she was kind of kind of fat and older, like in her 50s. And I'm going, what in the world, And he said he tells her what kind of sex. This is a little graphic, but I'm just doing this to illustrate a point. He said that he tells her what kind of sex he wants and that he likes her too. And this is one of his favorite things, and I'm quoting, to pee in his face. Okay, that's disgusting on so many levels. I'm sorry. That's pathetic. That's the worst of what I've heard, about these desperate guys. But just like a friend of mine will date he's not, I'm not going to, the guy's not a 10, but he will date the ugliest women you've ever seen in your life. I'm talking, these women are physically hideous. I cannot be nice about this. I'm sorry. I don't consider myself Tom Cruise, but my God. And, one of the women he dated, one of my friends, she had buck teeth, and it looked like they were just kind of barely there, And I'm just like, I don't understand what has happened. Look, I get it that it's getting hard to meet women in the United States. I get it. Because the beautiful women are just, I guess not there like you want them to be. You're not able to pick them up. They have so many choices, and they're getting very picky, and I understand that. But guys, the desperation men, if you're out there doing the things I'm just describing, and I'm seeing this all the time where I live now. It wasn't like that, I'd say, about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's awful now. Just guys that I would say are way better looking than the women they're with. They're definitely, the women are going, they're marrying up if you want to, they're not marrying them, but, they're going up, if you'd say, and the men are going down. And I don't understand this because you know why they're doing it. For two reasons. Number one, they're craving sex. Number two, they're lonely. Or both. It could be both of them. Or they're lonely. Very rarely is it going to be for money, because even if a man needs money, and somewhere to live, very rarely is he going to get that from a woman. You're sure not. Like I said, I guess you could get it from some of these hideous women, but that's about, that's pretty, that's pretty slim. What is this, guys? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you so desperate for women? And I'll see these kids, just like my friend, goes on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook anymore, and that's partly why I don't hang out with him as much, because I cannot stand this, and I'm going to tell you what I call it in a minute. he will get online. He's not as bad as, well, he's got a girlfriend now. Like I said, she's not attractive, but he's got a girlfriend now, so he ain't, of course, doing that as much now. But he will whine and cry about women online. Women, don't you know, he'll say things like, "Don't you worry, girls, I'm single. I'm taken." You know, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm sure they're not running, you know, dude, I know. I mean, and I can't even say all the things he's put online. Women said they want a nice guy, but in the end they want a jerk, and I get that, you know, but it's like, man, we know this stuff. You know this stuff. I've talked with him about the manosphere. Before that, I'll give him a break. You know, some of us, you know, when we were younger, we were a little more ignorant. We didn't know what was going on. We were a little more desperate. And that's why I'll give the young guys a little more of a break, you know, because we all learned, and they'll learn that, you know, hanging around women all the time ain't going to help you, you know, to be their friend all the time, all this kind of stuff, you know, doing favors for them, or going online and whining about it isn't going to help. But if you're young, I'll give you a little bit of a break. You'll learn. But when you're older, and I've talked, like I said, with him, I have talked with him about this stuff. I haven't been mean about women. I haven't, they're all bitches. Or, you know, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just talking to him and telling him the truth, you know, about things. And I thought he had learned. And when he broke up with his last girlfriend, this was one of the most hideous women I'd ever seen in my life. I'm serious. I thought she was the worst. She had broke up with him, and he said, "I'm done. I'm finished." You know. And I thought, all right, I think he's learned. You know, he's figured it out. Finally, it took a while, but he's got it. Nope, he's right back in the saddle again. And I think the girl had met him on Facebook or something. She works with him, and he's with her. And of course, he's the holding hands guy. He's the, I'm going to go every time she gets off work so I can see her guy. I'm going to cling to her guy. I'm going to do whatever she says kind of a guy, you know, just so I can keep her. I don't know. You know, I don't get it. He's not a great looking guy at all, okay? But I don't need a woman that bad. Look, if she's a 10, or if a woman's being really nice to me, fine. You know, I'll give you a break, but I'm not understanding this desperation. I don't get it. I just honestly do not get it. And I'm sorry, guys, this is my opinion. You're a pussy beggar. I don't like using that term. I've got to quit using that term. You're a sex beggar. We'll put it that way. Done said it, but but that's what I'll call it from now on. You're a sex beggar. You beg for sex. You're so desperate for a woman. You're so desperate for her approval and validation. And just to put a you-know-what in a you-know-where. And I'm sorry, but that's pathetic. You should be ashamed of yourself for being that ridiculous. Because, and number two, you're making it so much worse for our society. Women know you'll hang around. And just like my friend, he will marry this woman who is very old. She's probably used up. She's probably, you know, been around with all these jerks all of her life. Now she's going with the guy that's going to whip her. Oh, another guy that I know. He's with a woman that just turned 40, and she wants kids. She's been dating for a few months, wants to hurry up, get married, and have kids. And she has dated some crazy men. And she tried to meet a guy in prison, literally a hardened criminal. Her first husband beat the you-know-what out of her. I don't get it, guys. What's the problem? Can you not live alone? Can you not? I mean, I know I'm not alone, but I mean, sure, I want women. I'm a guy, you know, but I don't need women that bad. I don't need that in my life, and I don't understand. People like that need to go seek help, because that's just not normal. That's not right, and you're being controlled by your sexual passions. Well, that's about all I got to say on that. I just thought I'd make a video on this, and any comments you leave, I'd appreciate them. Thanks. Bye.